Welcome to the PopCast, Pop Culture Podcast, where today we are looking at reboots. I'm Danny, and we are joined today by Kyle, Nicole, Travis, and Devon. Firstly, Charlie's Angels, a big screen reboot of the hit 70s TV show, has crashed at the US box office with an 8.6 million opening weekend with a budget of 48 million. Director Elizabeth Banks blames the male audience for the failure, saying, "Men will go and see a comic book movie with Wonder Woman or Captain Marvel because that's a male genre." What do you think about this statement?
What genre is Charlie's Angels? Action, isn't that a male genre?
Apparently so.
What is she talking about?
It's following a recent trend of female-led reboots of popular franchises such as Ocean's 8 and Ghostbusters. This brings up the question, is it wrong to create products with the sole purpose of fitting a social and politically correct standard? And does this retract from the impact of the product and reduce creative freedom?
Well, yes. Just simply yes, it does. If you're just re-releasing something with
Ocean's 8 was sick.
Let's be fair, Charlie's Angels is crap.
The original reboot's really good, and that was a time when people were less woke, and it did so well. So what is she? I still don't know what she's talking about.
Maybe she's just blaming others when it's her fault because she's a bad director.
Yeah,
controversial there, Travis.
I don't know. I feel like women in action movies, I feel like not a lot of women are into them anymore. I mean, I'm sure there's a lot of women that do like.
When was the first reboot of the girl reboot? Because I think Ghostbusters, out of them three you mentioned, was the first one, wasn't it?
Oh God.
Well, there's rumours of a female-led Fight Club reboot as well. What do you think about that?
Oh God, that's stupid. Don't ever do that, please.
You brought up an interesting point about that before, Devon.
Well, Fight Club, on its own, the original, is about toxic masculinity. So it's kind of a feminist movie already. It's kind of pointless to make it feminist.
Would you like to see new interesting movies featuring strong female leads rather than seeing reboots of popular franchises with an agenda using brand recognition? What do you think about this, Nicole?
Possibly would be a good idea because women don't really all have the same role in every movie. It would be good for a woman to have a different role.
Yeah, not just like an eye piece, like an actual main role, without just riding on some nostalgia. Like, make a new story with strong female main leads.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, I can see that.
Don't just do it for the purpose of putting a female in it.
Yeah.
Just obviously make a good script with a good female role.
Exactly. Because if they do it like that, it won't even feel like, oh, it's just selling us toys or selling us our nostalgia. Because it'll be something new that just happens to have women in it, and we won't even notice it has women in it because it'll just be a good story.
It's like Ghostbusters, isn't it? When they remade the original movie but just with a female lead. Well, not a female lead, female roles. But I don't understand why. Why did they need to do that? They could have just they could have just made a standalone Ghostbusters storyline but with female characters.
I think the next Ghostbusters come out looks rather good. It's got the I think granddaughter of the main scientist from Ghostbusters.
Reichman.
Yeah. It's got and they're in a house. It looks more like Stranger Things than Ghostbusters, but it looks pretty good.
I think it's still cashing in on a trend.
It is, but
it's the same as what the other one did.
But it's more original than just saying, oh, let's jump on a political bandwagon.
To be fair, they were doing something original, an original bandwagon when they started that, changing things to gender bending things. So it kind of was their first thing. They weren't going on a trend, they started a trend.
Yeah, I can see that.
So, I mean...
Are there any upcoming female-led movies you're planning to go see at the cinema? Personally, I'm excited to see Birds of Prey, led by the fantastic actress Margot Robbie.
That one looks interesting, seeing them go in a different direction with it.
I think it looks, because I didn't really like the Joker, not the Joker movie, the Joker from Suicide Squad. So they cut. I love Joaquin Phoenix. But I didn't like.
Jared Leto.
He's in Fight Club.
He's in American Psycho as well.
Well, thank you for that, Devon, but let's continue.
That's how his laugh is. That's the Jared Leto one. He's lying with these knives on the ground.
Oh yeah, that is what his laugh is like.
Yeah.
That's how
I thought he was just going off.
Yeah, I thought he was just laughing because I said he's in American Psycho.
No, that's Jared Leto joke.
I really thought that Suicide Squad was such a letdown of a movie. That's just me personally.
Yeah,
I know a lot of people liked it.
It hurts my heart because
But Harley
I
Quinn.
really like Will Smith.
Nah.
You didn't like Margot Robbie as Harley
She
Quinn?
did a good rendition, but the sexualization of a character to it's just. I don't
mean,
really
She always has been.
Have you seen the original comics?
No,
movie?
yeah, but
Well,
exactly.
she came out first in a cartoon, didn't she? Harley
Yeah.
Quinn?
She was
Me
sexualized
personally-
in that cartoon.
Yeah,
Yeah,
she
for
always
me-
was though. She always was that thing to Joker.
Personally, to me though, the whole daddy's girl thing, the whole
It
the
is
big
pretty
fandom,
cringe,
and
but-
and then when you get to Halloween and every single person in the world dressed as Harley Quinn.
It was fit though. So.
Every female.
I mean, yeah, but it was
My
just
dad's
like,
dressing
oh
as
great,
Harley
what are
Quinn.
you dressing up as? Oh, I'm
What do you
Griffin
think
Hall,
about the
yeah.
sexualization of Harley Quinn, Nicole?
Say that again, not so sarcastic.
what do you?
Just trying to get her involved, so just like.
What do you think about sexualization of female characters?
It just makes a guy want to buy the movie more.
Which is true. But
Sex
Okay,
sells.
that's
it
low.
shouldn't- it
That's
shouldn't-
low key facts though.
It shouldn't be the reason, but it is, and it's
Yeah.
never going to change that it is.
Sex sells.
On that point, unfortunately, we're going to have to wrap it up. So thanks to today's guests, and thank you to the audience. That's all for today, and see you next time on PopCast.
There was an audience? There was an audience?